Good morning, dear students. Welcome back. This video is for the students of class 7, subject mathematics, and this is summary lecture of chapter number 4, simple equations. So students, in the previous lecture we have completed our chapter, that is chapter number 4. So in this lecture we are going to discuss the topics that we have learnt in chapter number 4. So briefly I will discuss all the topics that we have learned. So this is summary lecture of chapter number 4. So contents for today's lecture will be: first we will discuss the introduction to the chapter, that is what do you mean by linear equations. Some examples we will discuss. After that we will learn how to solve equations in one variable. Then we will solve word problems. Okay, so let us start with the introduction to the chapter. So before starting the chapter, you must know the meaning of equation. So what do you mean by equation? An equation is a statement that two expressions are equal. It means it is an algebraic expression in which the two expressions are equal. Okay, so let us take some examples. So this is an equation. It is having the sign equality and it is having two expressions. One is on left hand side and one is on right hand side, and they are equating. Okay, they are equal. So this is an equation. Same. So this is an example of equation. Okay, let us consider some more examples of simple equation. X minus 2 equal to 5 is also a simple equation, or you can call them as linear equation. This is also a example of simple equation. Okay, and simple equation, you can say the highest power of the variable must be 1. In this equation, this is equation, okay, and the variable is x and the highest power of this x is 1. So this is a simple equation. Now take this example. If I am taking 5x square plus 3 equals to 6. Here we are observing that the highest power of the variable in this equation, the highest power of the variable is 2. So it means this is not a simple equation, or you can call them as linear equation. Okay, so simple equation always have highest power 1. Okay, so these are the different examples of linear equation. So students, in this chapter we will only deal with the equations that are having one variable and the highest power of the variable must be 1. Okay, that is the linear equation, and we will deal only with the equations having one variable. Okay, now let us discuss the meaning of solutions of a simple equation. Okay, so a solution of a simple equation, a number which satisfies the given equation. A number that satisfies the given linear equation, that number is known as the solution or root of the equation. Okay, so if I am taking an example, x minus 2 equals to 0. So which number satisfies the equation? Satisfies the equation means by which value of x this LHS will be equal to RHS. Okay, so if I will put x equal to 2. So if I will put x equal to 2, it will be 2 minus 2. LHS will be 2 minus 2, and that is equal to 0. So by putting x equal to 2, this left hand side is equal to this right hand side. It means x is equal to 2 is the solution of this given equation. Okay, so we can say a solution is a number which satisfies the given equation. So here the solution of this equation is x is equal to 2. One more example I am taking, that is minus 5 plus 2x is equal to minus 5. Okay, we need to find the solution. It means we have to take the value of x. We have to take that value of x so that LHS will become equal to RHS. Okay, so I can think that if I will make this term is 0, then LHS will be equal to RHS. Okay, so I can see that if I will put x is equal to 0. So if I am putting x equal to 0, left hand side will become minus 5 plus 2 into 0, that is minus 5. Okay, this on solving this will give you minus 5. On solving LHS by putting x equal to 0, we are getting the value of left hand side is minus 5 and this is equal to right hand side. Okay, so LHS is equal to RHS on which value of x? So that is x is equal to 0. So we can say that x equal to 0 is the solution of the given equation. Okay, now we will learn how to solve an equation. Okay, there are some rules for solving the linear equation. We will discuss those rules. Okay, so first rule is if equals are added to equals, then the sums are equal. Okay, so if I'm taking an example, that is x plus 5, x plus 3 equal to 5. Okay, this is an equation. If I add equal numbers to both the side, then it will remain equal. Okay, so let it be 2. Let in this expression I am adding 2 on both sides. So x plus 3 plus 2 equal to 5 plus 2. Okay, again they remain same. So this is the first rule. If equals are added to equals, the sums are equal. Okay, now second rule is if equals are subtracted from equals, the remainders are equal. Okay, now this is for subtraction. Let us consider one more example. Let it be x plus 3 equal to 5. Okay, if I subtract 2 from both the side, so again they will remain same. Again LHS will remain equal to RHS. Okay, it means we can add or subtract equal numbers on both the sides of an equation. Okay, they remain equal. So it is 3. Okay, 5 minus 2 is 3. You can write 5 minus 2, that is 3. Okay, 5 minus 2 is 3. Now third rule is two sides of a equation may be multiplied by the same non-zero number. It means if we are having an equation, we can multiply both sides by same non-zero number. That will also not affect the equation. Okay, suppose we are having x by 5 equal to 7, and we can multiply a non-zero number to both its sides. Okay, if I am multiplying 5 here, I can multiply 5 here and here also. So the equation remain unaffected. Okay, so the one more rule, let us discuss that. So rule number 4 is the two sides of an equation may be divided by same non-zero number. We are having an equation. This rule states that we can divide both sides, that is that are LHS and RHS, by same non-zero number. Okay, so we can divide this equation, this left hand side by 3 also and this by 3 also. We can divide the same number to both of the sides. Okay, so this is the fourth rule. Now let us discuss how you can solve the equation. Okay, using these 4 rules, how you can solve the equation. So let us solve this equation. This is a linear equation and we need to solve it. We need to solve it means we have to find the value of x. Okay, this is SOLVE, solve. We need to find its value, the value of the variable. Here in this equation we have x. Okay, so for solving the equation, what steps you have to follow? First thing, you have to collect the variables on one side and constant on one side. Okay, the terms having the variable, you have to collect them on one side and constant on one side. So here we are having this term having the variable x. So I will collect the terms having variable x on left hand side and constant on right hand side. So it will be x, it will remain x because it is not changing its side. Initially it is on left hand side, so here also it is on left hand side. Okay, so I have just collected the variables on left hand side. Now come to RHS. In RHS we have to take the constant. Okay, so here it is 7, so I will write 7. Now this is plus 3. If it changes its side, it will be minus 3. Okay, so x is equal to 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, so this is x is equal to 4 is the solution of this equation. You can verify them also. If you will put x equal to 4 in the given equation, you will find out that this left hand side will be equal to this right hand side. Okay, now let us take one more example. Let it be x by 3 equal to 7. Okay, you need to find the value of x. So now with x we have this 3 is in division. Okay, with x, so if it changes its side, it will be in multiplication. So it will be x equal to 7 plus 3. Okay, 7 multiply 3. Okay, this is multiplied. So now this 3 is in divide. If it changes its side, it will be in multiplication. So 7 3 ja 21. So 21 is the answer of this equation. If you will put 21 in this expression, in this equation, you will get 7 equal to 7. Okay, 21 divided by 3, you will get 7. So on this value, that is 21, you will get left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is the solution of this equation. Okay, so this way you can solve the equations. Now let us discuss the rule of transposition. What do you mean by transposition? When a term may be transposed from one side of the equation to another side, but its sign will change. Okay, it is the rule when we are going to shift our term from one side to another with change in sign. Okay, with change in sign, that is known as transposition. Okay, so let us take an example. We are having an equation 3x plus 5 equal to 8. Now as for solving the equation, we need to shift, we need to collect the variables on one side and constant on one side. So just 3x, now I have to shift this plus 5 to that side. Okay, and if this plus 5 gets shifted to another side, it will change the sign. Okay, and this is known as transposing. Okay, transposing plus 5 from left hand side to right hand side and changing its sign, that is known as rule of transposition. Okay, one more example. This is 2n is equal to 7 minus n. So 2n, now as I have to collect the terms having the variable on one side, so it will remain same 2n, and now this has to shift minus n. So if you will shift this minus n to left hand side, it will change the sign and it will be 2n plus n equal to 7. Okay, so this is known as transposition. So after transposition, let us discuss how you can solve the word problems. Okay, so let us discuss the meaning of word problem first. So what do you mean by word problems? So problems stated in words, they are known as word problems or applied problems. Okay, the problems which are stated in words, okay, the problems which can be given in words, they are known as words problem. Okay, so example of this type of problem, let it be, if 5 is added to twice a number, the result is 29. Find the number. Okay, this problem is given in words. Okay, so these type of equations are known as word problems. Now how you will solve the word problems? So due to wide variety of word problems, there is no single technique that works in all problems. Okay, however, the following suggestions may prove helpful. I am giving you some suggestions. Okay, just keep in your mind while solving the word problems. First one is, read the statement of the problem carefully and determine what quantity must be found. Okay, for solving the word problems, first you need to read the statement carefully and then you have to determine what quantity must be found. Okay, then represent the unknown quantity by a letter. Okay, the thing which we have to find, that you have to represent by a letter. Okay, or you can say a alphabet. Then determine which expressions are equal and write an equation. Okay, and then solve the resulting equation. So let us do this. Okay, this word problem. If 5 is added to twice a number, it means we have given a number and 5 is added to that twice of that number. The result is 29. So the result is 29 and we have to find the number. Here we have to find the number. The quantity which you have to find, you have to suppose, you have to denote that quantity by a letter, or you can say by a variable. So here I have to find the number. So let the number be x. Here I am supposing let the number be x. Now it is given that if 5 is added, so according to question, if 5 is added to twice a number, okay, we have supposed that number is x. So if 5 is added to twice the number, the result is 29. So in this way, I have just set up the equation and this you need to solve yourself. Okay, so this is the completion of the chapter. So for homework, so students, today's homework is you have to revise exercise 4.3 and 4.4 in your classwork notebook. Okay, and be prepared for the test. I will tell you the date. Okay, so you have to revise 4.3 and 4.4 in your classwork notebook. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture. Thank you so much.